jump out. Our dashboard advertising went from in 2001 $22,750 to $104,670 this year. So that's a 5x growth. And in the assets, you'll see the endowment fund of $200,000. We got an anonymous donation contributed to the club, and the board chose to establish an endowment. I'll be very brief. There's a handout for everybody to review. It's basically, in essence, it's like a 401k that over year over year, the return is around 9.73%. The key in the handout is on page 4. Where you can see what the tax benefits are. So if somebody donated $50,000, their real cash donation cost to them is $20,000 and $20,400. So it's a substantial tax benefit for the donor. The cash just goes straight to the endowment. It doesn't have to hit the books. So it's something that if we build up to get up to about $2.5 million, you could look at getting $100,000 operating money coming back to the club each and every year, so that you wouldn't have to work smart fundraising. That's the intent, is to build that up over time in the future, that you will be able to not have to work smart fundraising and have an actual recurring revenue coming in to support operations or equipment replacement fund or whatever. Maybe. So that's the intent. And if you're interested in donating, in that handout there is it tells you where to go, or you can talk to people, the board members, and they will direct you. So with that, do I have any questions? I like it. Oh, you got one. Correct. So we were granted some credit cards on the point of sale system, and we didn't get it separated. That was my first question in 2 years. Okay. It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report. I have a motion by Tim Vickery. Second by Nick Shiny. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving on to the rugby scholarship. Shelley, would you please come forward?
Watching you guys again, and congratulations to the girls for their wins and everybody else for their wins. And so with that, I have picked Hayden Sampson to get my scholarship this year.
Thank you, Shelley. Congrats there. Moving on to our hockey director, Tom Whalen.
Quite a turnout for for an end of the year event like this. Yeah, I'm not good with this thing, but we'll figure it out as we go along here. Great turnout here, very impressed. It clearly demonstrates the passion that this community has for kids hockey. As you're probably all aware, I'm new in town. Today marks my 5 months and 12 days since I arrived in Watford. It's been a whirlwind and quite interesting to say the least. I've gained many positive experiences, some challenges, some difficulties that we've had to face. It's been an enjoyable 5-month period, primarily because of these kids. We have some really good hockey players in this town. Results on the season, not up to the standard that I would like us to be from a pure hockey perspective collectively. Unfortunately, as a club, our total win percentage hovers around 25%. Flip side of that means we're losing about 75% of our hockey games. Some of the goal differentials are quite disheartening, and as a parent and a coach, it's difficult to see teams lose, especially by some of the differences they've lost. And my approach to that is it's time to get to work. We have 2 different types of hockey players in this community. We have the kids that play hockey 10 months a year or more. We have 2 kids that play hockey for 5 months a year. And the equipment goes in the garage, sits in a corner, and then they come back. A little bit bigger, maybe a little bit stronger, but they really haven't worked on their hockey skills. And they get frustrated because they're behind other players from a development standpoint. If we're ever going to change collectively the results of our organization, the bottom line is we all have to play more hockey. We have to have more opportunities to play more hockey. We need to train. We need to train hard. A very wise person mentioned something to me recently that they coined as separation season. And separation season, in case you haven't heard of it, is when everybody else isn't working anymore. I'm going to go to work to separate myself from the pack. We need collectively as a group to have a really strong separation season. In doing so, on April 8th, we're beginning our first Oilers Performance Training Program. It's known as OPT Spring. We'll run for 6 weeks, 2 sessions per week, every age group. Information to register for that is out on the website. We've already got the registration all set. The price point on it, comparatively with other hockey camps, is very competitive. Keeps the lights on in our building, keeps the kids on the ice, and we will develop. OPT Spring will be heavily focused on skating. There'll be plenty of puck touches, but collectively as a group, from my professional opinion, we're behind from a skating perspective. We don't skate well enough. It's taken me some time to get to know the people within this town. Again, just here 5 months, we have 211 players, majority of them with 2 parents and guardians. There's another 400 names, siblings, support staff, etc. I'm guessing I'm trying to learn 750 names here in the last 5 months. It's a bit of a challenge. I still don't have it all down. I don't have everybody down. I'm pretty sure I can associate a certain parent's face with who their child is, but I don't know all of your names yet. Give me a little time with that. For individuals, parents that have not had the opportunity to spend time with, I have an open door policy. I'm willing to meet with any parent at any time. Obviously, can't meet with everybody at once, but if you have questions in regards to the program, in regards to the team, in regards to the player, please reach out to me. You'll find that I'm very approachable. My role in coming here was not to be a divider. And I think unfortunately that occurred due to the culture that exists within the club. Let's face it, I'm an outsider. Right? People don't know who I am. Okay? I think people that have taken the time to get to know me realize I'm more of a uniter than a divider. Okay? And if we are ever going to change the culture within this organization, it starts with the adults in the room acting like adults, right? Sitting down and discussing our differences if there are differences, taking a mature approach to that, because trust me, our kids see it all. Absolutely, they see it all. Moving on to some, hopefully, a little nicer things. As hockey director, I'm going to say, you guys do a wonderful, wonderful job putting on a show. I've been in ice rinks all over North America. I've coached in large markets where there's a lot more hockey players and teams in the air, and I've not seen anywhere that puts on a show for a hockey game like Washington City. You guys deserve a big round of applause for that. That said, my job title is hockey director, not coaching director, and I'm focused on the hockey, not nearly as focused on the show, right? I'm responsible for the product that goes on the ice. I'm responsible for the development of our coaches and players. And my focus is on the hockey. But I gotta give you guys, you do a wonderful job with the show. I also would like all our exam drivers, please stand up for a moment. All you guys. These guys are amazing. They're so critical to the quality of ice that we have, the care that they put into taking care of that ice. It makes a difference from a hockey perspective. And I watch these guys, they sit in this barn all day long, cutting sheets as volunteers. I can't thank you guys enough. I'd like to thank a couple of other people that have just, in my eyes, has stood out, and I can't name everybody because it's a volunteer-based organization. The volunteers that we have within this community are remarkable. You do a wonderful, wonderful job. I particularly would like to point out Jamie Junker, who's done just a fantastic job in regards to the tournaments. Nicole with Dibs, Sam Kitzman, hardest worker in the club. Besides all the things you see Sam do in the building, she's also our vice schedule. And that is the most thankless job in any hockey club. I did it for 4 years, and you couldn't pay me enough to ever do it again. So Sam, thank you. I'd also like to point out Lori Shutter. Talk about a volunteer. Where's Lori? Lori's our register. She's a head coach of the team. It's been a challenging team. Those boys are at an age where they get into a little bit of mischief. The behaviors need to be modified at times. And on top of that, Lori's the first person to show up and learn to skate kids. Kids that can barely stand up on skates. And she's out there volunteering with those kids we can beat out. Thank you. Cassie Startup, you do a wonderful job with the session. Taking care of our equipment, making sure all the things fit properly. Thank you very much. Again, just to wrap up, I was told to keep this short and sweet, so I'm going to go through all 6 stages of this. If we want to improve as a hockey club, there's only one way to do it, and it's put the work in. We need players on the ice. I need them on the ice. I can't become a better hockey player if they're not on the ice. I'm willing to work with every kid and every team in this program. One of the things I've repeatedly been saying to coaches within our program for the last couple of months, there isn't a single team of ours, nor age group, that has enough depth. And the depth that we need to develop is going to come from our B teams. We need to be developing those players because we do not have enough depth. Personally, I'm not satisfied with us only having one A hockey team in the club, a couple of D1 teams. I'm accustomed to coaching at double A teams and triple A teams. I want to drive our teams up to higher levels of competition. And we have the ability to do that if we put the work in. So kids, tell your parents you want to be on the ice. We'll have our fun, but as you know, you're out there with me, we're going to put our work in. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Moving on to our next item of business. Do I have a motion to accept Andy's resignation? I have a motion by Katie Kendrick. Do I have a second? I have a second by Nikki Irwin. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So, next is our voting procedure. Does everybody have their ballots turned in? If not, Nicole has the box. If you've not, please raise your hand and she will come around and grab it from you. Is there anybody that has not turned it in? You got her? Okay. Okay. Moving on to our team reports.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the jump back up here. I forgot the most important people to me, our coaches. Thank you. We have good coaches, very good coaches. The amount of time that goes into coaching a hockey team is significant. All right? I thank you all for the job that you've done. You're fun to work with, and I love sitting around and just talking about it. Thank you.
Okay, first one on our team reports. Learn to skate, learn to play. Please come forward if they are here. If you are here,
Do we want me to learn to skate first?
okay?
Yes.
If I'd like the kids all come up forward, up here, up front, please.
Skaters and players. Pitchers, fans aren't there, so when an organized practice isn't always accomplished, but I feel like we had a good fun turnout this year, and I'd like to thank all the other coaches, especially Lori and Emily, who weren't necessarily on the team to start up with, but noticed that we needed some help and really helped out with our skaters. So thanks to Tony, Ty, and Lori and Emily.
Yeah. As I said, thanks all parents, and it's been fun here. Kids have heard a lot, and everyone had a good time. Thanks.
Thank you. Moving on to 8U. 8U kids. Please come forward.
He doesn't know what he's in. We're next.
Just giving him courage.
Next or 10. 10 years.
What's he got? Yeah. But I got it all. Because that's what that's two things out of it.
Teamwork during our games and working together, playing our positions, that kind of thing, which we started to get everybody got to try goalie, which was exciting and new for them all. I know nothing about being a goalie, so I was not good that part. Got passed on the right way. We made it work. They all got strikes. By the end of our season, we were in Rapid City, and watching these kids grow and the way that they did in that tournament was amazing. And you can see that we're working together, they're passing, they're setting it up to the person in front of the net. We already got a goal this season, which was wonderful. So yeah, it was a really good season. I want to say thank you to the parents again. Thank you to Charlotte Wheeler. She helped me coach. She was wonderful. And our team on Keisha Monday. Thank you for everything. Yeah, let's see you.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm
Sports.
Where's your mic on? It's not turned on.
Battery?
Better?
Battery.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Coach Brony, and I have the privilege this year of coaching the black team as well as the sort of red team. Some of you might be thinking this guy is crazy coaching two teams, but I'm just like a big kid who enjoys being on the ice just as much, if not more, than kids do. To me, watching a kid score his or her first ever career goal is one of the coolest things ever. And by coaching some of the programs among these players, I get to see that often. First off, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the AU black team in the season ahead. Our AU team has a good number of athletic, well-rounded hockey players. So a lot of them either have older brothers or sisters in the program, or parents that are coaches and or board members. They also have some pretty awesome settlings, which I got to witness a lot of this year. We started out in early December having two teams from Regina, Saskatchewan come down for a little mini tournament here in Watford City, which I believe was a key component in shaping these players into a well-rounded, hard-working team. Although the Canadian teams got the best of us out here, I got to witness each and every kid drastically improve as hockey players each shift. They learned that hockey is about working hard, playing your position, and trusting your friend next to you. They learned to grab an extra gear even when you're tired, and they learned in order to succeed, they all have to work together. A few weeks later, we went down to Regina for a tournament, and although still struggled to win a game, you could see the drastic improvement in the kids. We scored more goals, pressured the puck more, and we're starting to look like a real team. As well, started to realize that we had two very strong goaltenders we could rely on. We continued the season after Christmas break with tournaments in Sydney, our home tournament in Watford, which was a great success I might add,
due to a lot of hard work and organizing from all the parents at AU or skating and where to play. A tournament in Miles City, another run in Regina, as well as Dickinson, and then finish it off with a tournament in Rapid City. And although we don't keep score at the AU level, I'll tell you I've seen a lot of those great sellies I spoke about earlier, and some awesome goaltending too. Overall, I feel like the AU Black team had a very successful season. I personally feel like at this age, the goal is to make sure every kid learns to love the sport and wants to continue in their hockey career. And I'm 100% sure that we will see every one of those kids becoming stars of Watford City Oilers hockey organization in the future. I would like to give a big thank you to Coach Bobby, Coach Keith, Coach Emily, and yeah. Now I get to sort of be that team from here. At the beginning of the season, after learning that the sport program was struggling to find someone willing to coach this team, and knowing that a few of the kids were players that I was lucky enough to coach last season, I decided with the permission from my lovely wife to take on an extra team, even though my son Berkeley was still in AU. And I'll tell you, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Although this team struggled this season with finding the win, I must say this team was an absolute joy to be around all season. They had great attitudes every game and practice no matter what. They showed up and left with a smile on their face, and you could see the love for the sport in them each and every day. Having a game or tournament every weekend all season long is a lot for kids that young. And the commitment from not only the kids and the parents as well is something that can't be taught by a coach. One of the hardest parts for me about coaching two teams was that I wasn't able to be at all their games as I was coaching the AU team somewhere else. But I was sure to watch it on Big Slaughter live art. We've mostly lost all season. We went to our final tournament in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan with a positive attitude and a desire to get a couple wins. And watching that team play in that last tournament was like watching a completely different team. In our final game on Sunday morning, down 5 goals going into the third period, they continued to battle and ended up tying the game 6-6 with less than a minute left. After dominating the overtime period with numerous chances, we ended up falling just short in the shootout to finish the season. But it was one of the most epic comebacks I've ever witnessed in my 30 years of being part of this game I love. In conclusion, although I like to think that I left the parents and kids of this team with some great memories and some lessons on the game of hockey, I feel like the impact they made on me was even greater. It reminded me that hockey is about having fun and getting active. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, it matters that you give it all. You make some great friends, and you commit to your team no matter what the scoreboard says. And I will be forever grateful for taking over the role as their coach. Now, although I'm probably dragging this on a little bit, I'd like to personally say something about each kid on this team. Number 36, Augustine Jones. This was his first year of hockey. The drastic improvements he made throughout the season were awesome. He gave 100% every time he was on the ice. Number 32, Austin Shelton. A shutdown D-man that made a lot of wicked defensive plays, and you could always rely on him to keep the guys away from the front of their goaltender. Number 33, Damon Peacock. Another first-year hockey player who made drastic improvements all season long. Always respectful and in a good mood. Damon was a joy to have on the team. Number 7, Jace Bell. Jace is like the Brad Marchand type player, always in someone's face. When he stays out of the penalty box, he's a great player. He's one of those kids that you'd love to have on your team, but hate to play against. Number 37, Jameson Bell. I can't say enough about this kid. He was a leader on and off the ice. He gave everything he had to his team. Our leading scorer and captain, you knew you could rely on him. Number 38, Jackson Bell. Another great D-man, much like his brother, he enjoyed the penalty box. but you knew you could rely on him to shut down the defensive zone. Also scored a nice Gino in our comeback the last game. Number 4, Casanel. Speed kid, speed kills, and this kid showed it. Man, is he fast when he wants to be. And when Cason scores goals, which he had a good number this season, the excitement he has is enough to make any coach realize why he loves coaching hockey. Number 26, Tucker Lynn. Another first-year hockey player, but this kid is special. He might be one of the hardest working kids I've ever seen. If you told Tucker to do something or to practice something, he went home and did it until it was perfect. Tucker was one of our leading scorers by the end of the season. And it was pure hard work alone. I'm also 99% sure you could keep the kid on the ice the entire game and he wouldn't slow down a bit. Last but not least, Zach the Wall Bag. Just a joy to have in the locker room. Never a dull moment with that kid. He always has a positive attitude no matter what the score is, he is happy. This kid is arguably one of the best goalies in sport hockey. The amount of shots he took this year was unbelievable, and some of the saves he made probably could have made the ESPN highlight reels. I would also like to give a quick shout out to Coach Reed Kinnan for helping me out this season. Reed is a great guy who will be a great asset to our club in the future. Coach Jeff Shelton. Jeff, although can't skate, to help with practice, was always there to give a helping hand with drills for practice, or getting the proper equipment out, or just pumping the kids up in the locker room. Coach Anthony L., another great guy and asset to our team. Anthony was always willing to help out when called upon, and was always able to make everyone laugh in the locker room. As well as the team moms, Karina Shelton and Sierra L. You two were the heart of this team, from planning team dinners to booking hotels and fun activities. You guys were a key component of what made the season so fun. And thank you to all the parents. You've raised some amazing, well-behaved, well-mannered kids, and I will be forever grateful you allowed me to be their coach. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to our 10U. Girls, coaches.
Going back to that.
Coming out? Or you set me up, Pat. So all these girls approached me before and were like, do we have to talk? And so if I have enough time at the end, I'm going to give an opportunity for each one. And they all just, so I want to Okay, so lucky for all of you, Tom never responded to my email telling me that I couldn't do 30 minutes with a speech. And I'm grateful for his misstep because I'm so excited to talk about 10 years hockey. I know you guys are excited to hear about it. Okay, maybe he mentioned that brevity is something that we're supposed to adhere to. I'll attempt to do that. But keep in mind, I did have an hour and a half on the parents meeting this year, so we'll see how this goes. Before we get into 10U, I did want to talk about the 8U, 10U, 3v3 championship that we played. We had our 3v3 league again this year. It's continuously proving to be a great format for holding small area games like type skills in a competitive environment. So this year's team championship team included these members, and so there's a few 8U that I'm going to say, but Devin Schaff, Eleanor Beard, Addison Romero Abrejan, Lucy Lundeen, Henry Lundeen, Owen Gelstead, Merrick Kuhn, and the team was led by Chris Lundeen. So, great job. They were the last place seed coming in after the regular season, which is what's so amazing about it. They came all the way through a double elimination bracket to be the champion in a group 2.5 hour tournament that had 6 games. Right? So congratulations to them. Now on to 10U. First off, I'd like to thank the coaches, a few coaches, just starting with my assistants that made the season a success. So Chris Johnson, Chris Lundeen, Mr. Clean, Jared Shaw, who joined the frat crew and is now coming back to hockey club apparently. Our team mom, Brittany Speet, Allie Johnson for making all our never quit pucks. Okay, got it. But thank you for all you guys did for your contributions. So, now on to the team. So, this team's season began with last year's perfect losing season in our minds. So, the girls ended up playing 41 games this season and recorded their first ever win in our second contest by defeating Mandan White in an overtime thriller. In Mandan. It was awesome. It was a much better start than last season, I would say. We finished the season with 14 wins, 25 losses, and 2 ties, with 7 of the games being decided in overtime. Of those 7 overtime games, we had 4 wins and 3 losses. Overtime games make season a lot more fun, I'll just put it that way. These girls loved it. Well, the last week of January arrived. Our record, actually, just last week of January, was 5 wins, 14 losses, and we were in the middle of a 10-game losing streak. At the Minot tournament that last weekend, we shuffled all of our lines, so we made our defense forwards, our forwards defense, in a pretty risky move that a lot of people questioned. It took some courage, but we stuck with the strategy and we lost all 4 games. The following weekend, we lost our first game of the weekend, and then we won back-to-back overtime games in Watford. We played solid as a team ever since that time. From February to today, our record was actually just under 500 at 450. And our record from that point, when we made that change, we recorded 9 more wins, so it was pretty awesome. In other words, we finished the season very strong. We closed the competition gap that existed for our girls. And then this last weekend, we were up in Estevan, and we played every game. I don't even know what you guys think I'm going to say. Okay, this last weekend, we were in Estevan, and we played it very tough. We were down some key players, we didn't have a full roster. We dropped 3 games. We lost all 3. We lost 3 games. We didn't pick up 1 win. And the result could have easily been the other way, with 3 wins and only 1 loss. We lost to Lumsden, which is town outside of Regina, 2-0. Estevan, 6-0. Boyceman, 5-4 in overtime. And then we won the last game against Estevan, 3-2. So, did I say lost? We won. I apologize. Thank you, girls. It is really impressive how far individually they have all come to this point. The girls even committed to improvement, with each one of them making a promise to each other to shoot 500 pucks a week off the ice to improve their shot strength. So parents, if they start slouching off, make sure to tell them that us coaches want to see pictures to prove that they're doing their work. So, also, I wanted to strongly encourage all players and you girls to attend the Oilers performance training, or what we're calling separation season. And just to elaborate a little further on Tom's point, I see this as a great opportunity to separate ourselves from who we were at the end of the season. We create a gap between us individually and our competition. The way I see it is this: if you don't like your circumstances where you're at in the team, change it by spending more time on the ice specifically. If you think your skating can improve, you just like the amount of ice time you got, or you didn't make the 18 this last season, this is the time right now to close the skill gap and make the difference in your own life. Only intentional hard work closes skill gaps. nothing else does. So, girls, we'll leave you guys with a quick quote. Champions do every day what most of us do occasionally. Champions do every day what most of us do occasionally. That includes practicing this. So, with that, girls, keep up the hard work. You guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come. Great job this season. Thank you. Thank you. Moving on to the Squirt B team, Bobby. Can you hear me? Coach Sean, come up here.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby Houston, and I am the owner of help coach our Squirt Point team. Coach Sean was helping me coach all the helping me play a vital role in helping our team's success. I just want to start and thank all the players, parents. You guys are a really big part of our success, and there's a lot that goes in. To this season, it's a big time for those families, so I appreciate you guys being dedicated to your kids' success. So it's great to see. Our team managers, Courtney Stone, Andrea Ewing, and Kayla Grace, you not only help the team and the players, but you also make sure that I stay on track, which I think was the most challenging part of your job. I also want to thank my wife for supporting me. We have 4 kids. I helped coach learn to skate, my sport levels. So as you can imagine, it was a pretty big time commitment for my wife and family, so I can't thank her enough. Throughout the season, we had practice days, 3 days a week, which included practicing jointly with other teams. I also want to thank Brody Warner, Reed Kindon, Corey Savison, Pat Fitzgerald, and Eric Rallis. We had those joint practices. Every coach on the ice helped every player, no matter which team every coach is. I very much appreciate that. As you can see, not all of our players are here, but we had a total of 12 players that took part in the team throughout the year. For the most part, we had great attendance, both practicing games. My goal for the season was to try and help the kids understand how to treat their teammates, coaches, opposing players, coaches, and referees with respect. Coach Sean and I emphasize being a good person before being a good hunter. I'm a firm believer that sports helps teach our young players life lessons, which is the main reason I'm trying to be involved as much as I can in youth sports. I just want to take this time and say that I'm so proud of our players for all the hard work that they put into hockey this year. There were challenging times that the kids faced, and it takes a great deal of courage to keep coming back, to put in the work, to become better. I can confidently say that each one of these players up here took great strides this year by simply continuing to show up each and every day. I want the kids to understand how great they truly are and how proud of them I am.
Coach Sean and I made sure to tell our kids no matter what happens, always hold your head high and be proud of yourselves. Lastly, I want to thank all the players as they helped me become a better person. I can't thank them enough for that being part of the team. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Moving on to square B1. So we go to only members and the head coaching days of the B1 team. I want to start off with some thank yous first and foremost to Pat and Cheryl here at to some of us assistant coaching around. I'd like to thank Team Mom or Mom Jennifer Fitzgerald. All the parent volunteers that helped out through the season, Kathleen, Darlene, and Concession. I know we've kind of all stated this before already, for example, only drivers, the refs, and Sam for scheduling all our games. Another thank you goes to the entire tournament committee, which established the new local tournaments for our kids. We honestly couldn't have played the team with all the help of all the volunteers, so thank you. The season was very successful one for our boys. The team was able to combine their individual skill with the ability to play as a team. And at least by the end of the year, we ended up the season with 23 wins, 10 losses, and 1 tie. Our first tournament of the season was in Morgan, Minnesota, the first weekend of December. We ended up losing to an excellent D1 Woodbury Minnesota team, which is in the inner city, and we lost it 10-3. That game for us, I think, was all about learning how to position. That's where our defensemen were playing forwards, giving the middle guys. And if we played them at the end of the season, I think we beat them. We played well the rest of that tournament, winning their game 3 games to take 5th place. From there, we moved to our Winter Classic tournament, ended up going 2-1-1, losing the championship game to a great Virginia team. We took 2nd place there, probably hardware. In January, we went to the popular Capitals Cup in Bismarck. We ended up beating Jamestown, their best kids. Grand Forks, Dickinson's best kids, which was pretty much their league program. And we ended up beating Bismarck before losing to the same Bismarck team in the championship game and a hard fought 3-2 game. So we ended up taking 2nd place in that tournament as well. For our last tournament, which was by far our best hockey these boys played individually and as a team. It was in Grand Forks, the Grand Forks Classic, and we played Fargo, Grand Forks, Sioux Falls. We all ended up kind of 3-0, pushed into the semifinal game or semifinal bracket where we met up with Fremont, Nebraska to go to the championship game. And we found ourselves down 1 goal with seconds left, and there was a face-off down in their zone. I remember we put Gale on the dot, take the face-off, right, Gale? We had Colby in the slot, and worked like magic. It was a perfect face-off win by Gale right to Colby. Colby went, we did say top cheddar, scored a goal. Pushed the game in overtime, and we ended up losing in a shootout by 1. So that was kind of devastating there, but we were in the 3rd and 4th place game against Mandan's best kids. Basically, they're going to be there beating kids. And that was another great game. It was back and forth. We were up by 2, and we were down by 2, going into the 3rd period. Kids popped themselves back with 5-5 tie, going to overtime. place. But I was more proud of that fourth place finish probably than any other tournament we were in because of who we played and how hard we competed in that tournament. Just a great group of kids to coach. It was fun to come to practice every night. So let's end with introducing each kid. I'll have you step forward when I introduce your name. Number 2, Master Jelstead. He's going to be returning to sports next season. Number 3, Captain Maxwell. He'll also be returning to sports. Number 8, Caleb Davis. He'll be moving up to Pee-wees. Number 12, Colby Holt. He'll also be moving to Pee-wees. Number 16, Team Grammy's out here, returning to sports. Number 17, Mateo Thorne, moving to Pee-wees. Number 18, Colton Fitzgerald, moving to Pee-wees. Number 22, Cruz Samuelson, returning to sports. Number 23, Brockton Devlin, moving to Pee-wees. And number 50, Archer Nesker, our goalie, returning to sports. So this is your 2023-24 P1 team.
Eli Bobbis is not here.
What number is Eli at? 27, Eli.
34.
I guess 34. Sorry, my bad. Forgot Eli.
Let's go.
Thank you. Moving on to PvP.
Come on, let's get better than that. Let's go.
Alright, as most of you know, I'm Laura Shetler. My assistants were Jared Shaw, who's up here, Jeff Jensen, out here. Our team manager was Miss Pitt. I'd also like to give an honorary thank you to Keith Norbeck. I shared a couple of coaches with the 10U, and Keith's meticulously crafted practice plans often ended up in my hands, and we use them. So thank you, Keith. Unfortunately, running for this team doesn't reflect the reality of the ability and potential that this team had. I had my sights set on the PBB Silver State Tournament, and I firmly believe we could have gotten there. We just couldn't find the right formula to get on track for more than a game or two in a row. And we were in the bronze tournament that we held here. There were 25 PBB teams divided up into 3 tournaments for state, gold, silver, and bronze. The team that got third in gold was Minot, and our scores against them were 4-0 and 4-1. The team that won the championship in the silver tournament was a Bismarck team that we lost to 3-1. So my point here is we were competitive. In our losses, 7 of them were one-goal games, 3 of those were losses in overtime. We definitely had more in us, we just weren't able to tap into it. We had 4 wins on the season, and 1 against Bismarck will forever be highlighted in my coaching career. We were up by 2 goals, and in the third period, Bismarck came back to tie it up with 2 very quick goals. It was like 20 seconds to tie it up. We answered back after a timeout, and it wasn't an angry timeout, it was a calm timeout. Bring it back together, guys, and we answered back with 2 very quick goals of our own in, I think it was 9 seconds. It was a wild and exciting game. There was a lot of back and forth. There were lots of crazy saves, and Cole lost his stick like 5 or 6 times. He had defensemen handing him their stick. It was nuts. My watch actually registered it as a workout. So in the end, for our season, despite great improvement, it wasn't what we would have liked to have seen, but I'd like to consider it a growing season for all of us, and I hope to see all of these young men back and ready for teamwork and some great hockey next season. As far as the club goes, it takes a lot of people to run the club, and of course we've heard a lot of thank yous already. I'm going to thank the usuals as well as a couple of others. Tom, thank you for helping out. You came out to some of our practices. There were a couple that I missed. And being there for a couple of parent meetings that we had to do. The board, thank you to you guys for helping run this club. Exam drivers, and then the maintenance people. I know Pat worked a lot on the exam. Jerry worked a lot on the exam. There's other people, so there's a little bit more to the exam than just the drivers. There's the maintenance, there's the ice, keeping it up, configuring the new leveler thingy and all that, so thank you to all you guys. The refs, ice officials, everybody who volunteers to run the clock and do all the other things that are behind the scenes. All of the coaches of the club, and also Jason Fiedler. He doesn't get recognized, but he was there for goalie practices every week, as well as Jeff, Charlotte Fiedler. They were all there for the goaltenders, and goaltenders are very important to our club as well. So thank you guys for coming to help out. Schedulers, Sam Kidsman. I was a scheduler. I know what that is like. Thank you very much. Skate sharpeners. We always had people in the skate sharpening room helping our kids out, getting their skate sharpened. So thank you to all you guys. Kathy and Darlene with concessions, Katie with equipment, Chris Lundeen for setting up Pixel Lot all season long because the other person that sometimes would help you was not helping you. All the parents of the club, and lastly, everyone that stepped up and helped us host the state tournament. We had lots of compliments on our state tournament. We ran a really good tournament. It was a good time for most of the people that were there. So now I'm going to do some words for our players. I'm going to read them off. First up, Eldon Beard. He gets the Mr. Consistent Award. We always knew what to expect from Eldon, and you were as reliable as a call. Gabe Bittner, for the ability to always find someone to have a chat with on the ice. You are the most likely to make friends. Maxie Lola, you get the Never Quit Award for never giving up on the play and the team throughout the season. Cannon Hooper, you get the Nice Guy Award for going through the season with no penalties and being a good teammate. Jay Spink, you get the Most Award for most goals, most points, and most penalty minutes, all while having missed the most games. Evan Jensen for the Rebel Yell, for the loudest screams to distract oncoming players. Even at practice, Gage says. To Cole Shetler, you get the Slowpoke Award for the amazing ability to be the slowest person to leave the locker room. He's also my child, so that is very frustrating. To Skylar Seacrest Boo, the Sharp Dress Award for the most dapper suit on game days. He's arguing with me. He says Logan was the best dressed. Paxton gets the Rock'em Sock'em Award for the gritty play and willingness to put someone down to protect your goalie. HR, you get the most improved for a job well done on working hard and getting better throughout the season. Dr. Bittner, you get the applesauce and fried chicken award. I don't know what it means, but it's for hard work and the ability to make everyone laugh at times. I still don't get it, this applesauce and fried chicken thing, but it's funny. It started with the Bittner boys. They're all saying it was eaten. I think they're both included on it. Players that didn't make it through. Albert Franco, who received Rookie of the Year, he's here. He's in the building, just not here. Well, Josh is here as well, and he gets to catch me up if you can for the ability to reach high speeds very quickly. That is your community
Thank you. Moving on to ADA.
Damien's still here. Take off. Okay, just like everybody else, you guys all say thanks to people that deserve the most. Coaches, actually, Barrett, just name yourself. Yeah, come on, let's go. I just want to say thanks to Tim Hall, every single night on the ice. Hey, boys, guys. Okay, but anyways, Tim was there from the East Mountain, thank you yet. He was on the ice with just about every team, 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So, say thanks to Tim, the boys really enjoyed his presence on the ice. Corey, coaching 2-3 teams, the sacrifice that he makes is pretty remarkable. It was good having him. Damien, he got back home late with some of his paperwork, but he ended up coming halfway through the season. So, Ray Robinson was kind of rock as well. He's not here tonight, but he was there for almost every practice. One thing that we implemented right away was that these kids were getting older, bigger, stronger. We started playing A. We just didn't think practice was going to be enough. We started lifting some weights, very, very small amount. But Wade and his wife, Jess Robinson, got that going for us. I think we did it for probably 2 months. That's fun to see. Dryland, we started Dryland as well. We did film. We just thought we did the elevator game a little bit. And really give these kids the full effect of what it's going to take to win at that level. But Wade was there. He was there every time he did somebody. So appreciate that. And it's younger. She did an awesome job. Every time I texted her, asked her for something, she just said yes. I had a lot of crazy ideas, and she made it point. So appreciate Candace. Lisa, she had a really cool highlight video she made. As well here at the state tournament. That was awesome. Tom was on the ice every night with us. Appreciate that. So Sam drivers, Sam, just he's around the line. People are at the room constantly. It makes it way easier. We're going to talk a little bit about the team, some of the stats real quick. Just that's what we gave these kids up here tonight was their stats. It's the first time they've seen them. I don't really believe in individual stats, to be honest with you. Until the end of the season. I think one of the hardest things to do is get kids to play together. I remember I was coaching junior goal once and I had a dad was state tournament. I can't remember what his kid did. He had a point or two or something. It's like, yeah, I think he just went over 100 points for today. He didn't care that we just ended up winning in overtime. So in that moment, I was like, no, we're not talking points. So this is the first time they've got to see them. There's some other stats on here that we'll talk about. They went 22, 13, 1, and 1 in the season. Goals for versus goals against. These were 182 goals in 37 games, which is just about 5 goals on average, which is pretty impressive. We came into the playoffs as a 6th seed. There's some things I wrote that we'll talk about. And they finished 3rd place in the state PBA gold division. So, first team ever in office in history to place in an A tournament. So, it's something to be proud of. Yeah, I just thought that was pretty awesome. Hopefully, everybody gives them a round of applause for that. Alright, so season started. We went back to the Canada, and we didn't know what we had. We had Carson, I think he's probably like a 2nd-year hockey player, maybe 2.5 years. He ended up making the team, and we got him on defense right away. There's pretty experienced kids playing up there. We went into a double-A tournament. Jackson Henry was a first-year kid. I won't put it on the line, but it was an eye-opener. It was fast. And we ended up going 1-2-1. I think we won our first game like 5-0, and everybody was pretty excited. I think the one thing that stands out is like we talked about as coaches was moving the puck, playing hockey right away, and you can see it throughout all the stats. We were still a League One team in a sense. Does that make sense? There was one day the puck was stayed on the one day the puck was stayed. There was no passing. There were no assists whatsoever, almost all the way up through Christmas. And it was funny to watch. It just slowly got better and better and better. They realized they had to pass the puck to win at this level. And then after Christmas, and we had injuries. We had kids with sprained ankles. We had other issues on the team. And just a lot of adversity, we'll call it. It's going to grind and rise, and things happen at this age, but they were determined, they were hungry. So then after Christmas, we thought we were ready. We would have played Devil's Lake. In Devil's Lake for 4 hours, played a game, came back home, but we ended up losing 4-2. And I think we were starting to kind of question what was going on, how were we getting there, and we had a lot of phone calls. I don't know what's going on. I think we just got to stick to what we're doing. It's going to break through. You got to feel it. But it was starting to kind of mount a little bit. And after that, we went to Bismarck, Jamestown, and Antioch. We had a 3-game series on the road. We had both scoring our opponents 22-1. And it was about one more fun weekend than that. Which was just puck movement. They were flying up and down the ice. And we kind of knew we had a hockey team for that weekend going forward. Hard work. There's one other team on my mind that stands out that worked as hard as this room. It was in junior goal. These guys answered the call a lot. I just think that they're going to be. We talk about breaking barriers too. That's everything that's what I talk about. This team, I looked at a lot of the squirt bees. All these kids up here at one time were playing squirt bees. That's where they started. There's 2 teams that were both under 500, and then they just kept improving. The parents pushed them a little bit, and all of a sudden they went to a B1. I think everybody in the club said they couldn't play sort of B1. I remember this conversation. They ended up playing sort of B1, and I think they finished top 16 at sort of internationals 2 years in a row. And then their first year of PBB1, they ended up getting bumped up to an A level for the state tournament. And then this year, they went actually played a full season of A. So they've kind of foregone a couple possible state championships to keep breaking barriers. And I think that's pretty remarkable of these kids. So, yeah, they're a fun group to coach. Probably missed it a lot, but they ended up taking 3rd state. I thought that was pretty awesome to see for these kids. So, kudos to you guys. Keep working hard. Come here.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Moving on to our Phantoms. Phantom players, please come forward.
Alright, this is most of our Phantom team here. I'll just go on with this to make sure I don't miss anybody. We got Javier Alvarez, our goalie, big guy right here. Small goalie, but he played phenomenal this year. He was a rock. Probably our MVP of the team. Couldn't have stayed in the games that we did without him, so definitely kudos to him. Carter Brandstrom, step forward, guys, when I say your name so everybody knows you. Keegan Fitzgerald, Cooper George, Clay Jordan, Connor Merrill, Ezekiel Michael, Daniel Peacock, Jackson Peterson, Caleb Pickering, Dalton Reynolds was with us for a while. Aiden Seacrest, Jager Shattuck, Brody Smith, Braylon Tolbert, Peyton Cheddar, Edgar Villanueva, and Genesis Weirdo. Assistant coach Doug Ralston, Pat Fitzgerald also helped us out some. We kind of had 3 or 4 team moms. Aaron George did a lot for us scheduling and checking us into tournaments. Jennifer Fitzgerald, E. Alvarez, Nicole Peterson, they all pitched in and did a lot of work. Many other parents did too, but those were the big standouts. Big thanks to the ZAM drivers. 2 of them were on our team. Matt Peterson, Josh George, they were there late every night because I kept the boys late and ZAM the ice afterwards, so I appreciate that. Want to thank the refs for all they did. Ward, Tom, Tim for helping out. And everybody else in the club. It takes a lot. It's a long season, but things went pretty good. Also like to thank my wife, who's no longer here because it's my son's bedtime, but she put in a lot of hockey trips over the season, the last few seasons, so appreciate that. But for our season, first year for the Bantams to jump up to the B1 level. Most of these boys have played B-level hockey their whole life. Then to jump up to B1 and Bantams and stuff, we found that out right away. Also, first year of hitting for a lot of them, so that took some getting used to. But we were competitive in quite a few games for quite a while, and then sometimes it got away from us, but it just is what it is. We did have a few really close games. We didn't have too many wins. I think we only had 1 win against Wilson, but the record doesn't show for the effort of the whole season. We also did weightlifting, some dry land, so there was some off-ice activities too. Other than that, anybody else have anything to say? That's about it. Thanks everybody for coming tonight and for helping out all season. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Moving on to 19U.
Hi.
Edmondson, Grace London Gardens, Garcia, David Samuelson, Easton Wolf, Lady Hall, Derek Wilson, Aiden Wilson. Start some thank yous. Tom, Tim, thanks for helping practice. Some guys on here. Sam drivers, we do appreciate it. We do. We appreciate what you guys do. Maintenance that you guys are doing. Nice movements. We appreciate it. Officials. Sam, appreciate your scheduling. Parents, appreciate you guys doing the games. And all the other things we do. Team meals. The girls really appreciate those kind of meals. And all the special events you guys do for them. Liz, thanks for our hotels, all the other volunteers. Thanks to Chris, our wives, and our wives. Put in a lot of time. Chris, especially 4 teams, 3.5 teams coaching, plus all the mixed lot stuff. Sort of a few recognitions. We had 4 All-State players. Hall, Easton Wold, David Samuelson, and Carlson. Those 4 were also selected to the St. Louis Showcase. Unfortunately, circumstances dictated that tournament was actually canceled. I know Keith Olsen and the rest of the state is still working on an event for themselves so they can go showcase what they can do, eventually get some college age players. A little recap. Season record was 12, 15, and 2. Of the 15, 3 of those were overtime losses. And we looked at the stats. 11 of our 15 losses were only 1 goal. We lost 3 goals by 2 games, 1 goal, 1 game by 5. These are battle showed. We were in every single game. There, a couple bounces here and there, we could have been a 20-win team. Girls put in a ton of time this year. They had 61 on-ice practices throughout the season. We also got girls in the weight room once a week for the first 3 months. You'd be shocked at what a girl can do in 8 weeks of lifting weights. Some of these girls went from working with a bar only and having trouble with it to working with a bar at 10 pounds on both sides. It paid off. The girls got stronger, pounds in. Spent a lot of time shooting pucks and dry land. Sure like yoga. Ladies yoga coach. So they spent a lot of extra time that wasn't on ice. We went through the season okay until January. January was hard. February was hard. We didn't have our full team at practice from mid-January until the last week before state. We had sickness, I had never seen it. We had injuries. Don't need to go into what we saw in the locker room. It was terrible. Okay, so we went through a ton of adversity through January, February. We're hurt, we're injured, we're sick, we just can't do anything. We're not winning games, we're missing players. But we were building a little momentum, a little confidence. We're still losing games. You can see we're still losing 1 goal games. We're missing girls, we're playing sick, we're playing hurt. It's 1 goal. Get some momentum. Raven State's the 5 seed. We're finally healthy. Played Hazen in the first round. Hazen beat us earlier in the year. We had played some tough games and beat them twice. We had a great second period. Sort of thing second. Had a kill penalty to Mono in the semifinals. Mono was the best team all year. They lost one game. They lost all 3 games played against them. 2-1 twice, 1-5-1. We were confident, coaches were confident. And then the game started, and we're going to do that fast. Okay? Confidence is still up. Play the best 2 periods of the year. Dominate second, score 2 at the game. And the puck just bounces. Lose the game 3-2 in overtime. Crush it. Crush it. So we go back to again for the 3rd place game. Jump out 2-0 lead. Worst league hockey. Certainly worst league for this team. And we gave up some terrible bounces. Get ourselves another overtime game. We beat 3-2. Lost 3-2 overtime games at state, and the 4th as a staff, as parents. I think we're really happy with how we ended the season. I don't think we could have possibly played better. Our last league games, it was fantastic. It was a great season. Chris and I enjoyed it. It was fun. They're a great group of kids. We have 4 seniors. Chris has got some certificates. Lainey Hall. Keep it short and sweet. It is the off season. If it's separation season, that's what it is. Girls, we gotta work hard. We've got 6 months till we're back on the ice. Camps, we should pass along. We're gonna miss you seniors. We got a lot of great kids coming back. We got some kids that are gonna have to step up, and very excited for the future of this 19U team. Thanks. Wait.
So I'm Lady Hall, for anybody who doesn't know. We had a wonderful season this year. A lot of great memories were made. It goes by faster than you think, so cherish every moment. I like to thank the sponsors, parents, and the coaches. Also, shout out to Jared for giving me about 5 minutes to think of something to say.
Hi, I'm Kaden Samuelson. I'm the other captain, and it's been such a blessing to be a part of this hockey club. I'm so grateful for my coaches and all my teammates for all the memories, and for everyone else for all the support that you gave us throughout our season and throughout all the other seasons. So.
Thank you.
I didn't.
Moving on to the junior bowl.
keep it short and sweet. One of the kids just asked me if I could keep it under 2 minutes. Not my forte. Okay, first off, I want to start by saying thank you to maybe half the team that's here. This was my first year being a head coach and coaching boys, so that was probably an experience for both them and I. As well as my first time coaching and being pregnant, so I think they received some pregnancy hormones along the way. A huge thank you to all the Junior Gold parents. They've raised some gentlemen up here. I can't thank the parents enough. There were so many times driving home that Douglas and I often said how thankless being a parent is, and how we want our daughter to hopefully be a chess player someday. So thank you to the parents. I know it's a lot of time, money, traveling. You guys are kind of the real MVPs. Thank you to our team mom, Kyla, who I don't think is here. So thanks, Gary. Thank you to Tom for supporting our team and supporting myself, Douglas, and Andrew as coaches and always backing us up. I really appreciate that. Thank you to Pat for answering all of my questions about Junior Gold, as well as supporting our team. Assistant coaches, Douglas and Andrew. It was very interesting coaching with my husband. There were a few times on the way home where we didn't speak to each other because of some penalty disagreements we may have had. That was few and far between with having Andrew in between us. I really appreciate, again, all the parents that volunteered at games. I know in the boxes, all of those kinds of things, concessions, that's a lot of time and effort. Sam, thank you so much for being a scheduler and doing that. I don't envy you or your job, but you're phenomenal at it, so thank you. Thank you to the referees. I was often reminded by some of our referees on our team that I don't actually know all the rules and that I needed to stop yelling at the refs. So if there's any refs out there, I do apologize. I don't know all the rules. Or there's some new rules that I'm not well versed on. Thank you to the ZAM drivers for always letting our team stay out a little longer, which was typically for a bank game. And season acknowledgements, I'm not going to go over stats or anything like that. What I want to highlight is that this group of gentlemen showed up at the end of the season at state. We went into state 7th and we finished 5th. There were a couple times, I think I called a timeout once and told them nicely what I wanted them to do, and I think they did the complete opposite, which almost put me into labor, but it didn't. So we're very thankful, and I was very happy to coach this group of young gentlemen. And now I would like to all acknowledge some of the seniors. We have Jed Calvin. Cody Reeves, who is not here. And Zach's making ice cream. And Zach Tomlinson. He's sick. Okay, thank you very much.
Good job.
Yeah. That's relaxed.
Thank you.
You're not working. Thank you.
Moving on to our 14-12
I can't give it to
14U.
Coming back up? Or is that gonna maybe?
Good job, Tori.
I'd like to introduce you to the 2024 state champions in the gold division. One of our defenders, Ricky George, forward. Nate Norwood, forward. Taylor Irwin, forward. Avery Dump, defense. Sierra Blagan, Rockstar goalie. Andy Burrow, forward. Emery Wolf, forward. Ashlyn Jogger, defenseman. Ashlyn Baden, who was kind of our student manager this year. Manny Greenhaw, defenseman. And Amelia Oldbach, another forward. I cannot say enough good things about this group of girls. They are truly a joy to coach for the most part. Some days it's a little challenging, but they started out hot out of the gates this year. We've been on a 20-game winning streak. Handily beating most of the teams we played. There was some struggles in there. We got to Devil's Lake and had a complete meltdown, then lost to them. That set the tone for the rest of the season and getting better and being ready for state. We have tournament wins and Minot Border Cup battle, going undefeated all weekend. Capitals Cup first place finish, going undefeated in that as well. With a 29-4 record, we went into state at the Gold Division. We beat Fargo Friday morning, 6-1. Had a very close game with Devil's Lake, ended up pulling off a win 1-0. That felt awesome because of the way they celebrated when they beat us in January. And then put on a good display into the different winning for it. So thank yous for this season. Sam, thank you for all your hard work as a scheduler. Sam drivers, thank you for always being willing to fan. To my staff, Jamie and Corey, you guys make my job a lot easier. Jamie takes care of doing all the stats and contacting people I would rather not care to talk to. My team manager, Kelsey Greenhaw, probably the best team manager in the club. I'm a little biased. Kelsey, are you here? My locker room moms, Steph Legg and Jessica Norwood, thank you for all the help this season, keeping these girls in line. Brittany, who does all of the decorating and pucks and awards that I don't want to thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Lastly, I want to thank these girls. They are awesome to coach. Us coaches, we put a lot of pressure on them, and we expect a lot. They always answer the call. Always down to do the extra hard work. We did try them this year, and girls who are there for weight training and yoga. And lastly, Tom, thank you for all your support this year and willing to come and coach with us. Thank you, girls.
There we go. Okay, Ricky. Go in order. No, I'm just kidding. Blanket, Sierra. Sierra, Ricky. Kaylee is not here. Taylor. Bailey. Maddie. Emery. Ashlyn.
Thank you.
Amelia.
Congratulations to all of you again on your state championship.
Avery.
So moving on to our next item of business is to give away a free registration to the families that have
And then I have, so we can do those out. Actually, you stay.
The 6 families that are being put into a drawing.
That's all I need, I think. Love you all lots. Yes, I think.
Martins, Peterson, Shaw, and Holder. Have Sam drop her free registration.
Pay.
Just give it a guy, really.
I'm easy.
The winner, Peterson.
Here's yours. And
96 hours.
And then. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, moving on to the next. We do have an opening for our kids coordinator. Nicole informed us before the season was over that she was not going to do it next year. So if anybody's interested in the kids coordinator position, that'd be great. Who's going to talk to us, board members, if you need any, what it entails and stuff. I'm sure Nicole would help us through that, how it's done, things like that. So I'd like to thank Nicole for her time at doing that. It takes a lot of time to get that all into a computer and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to thank you again, Nicole. Moving on to election results. So no particular order except for the last one. The last one, the fifth one, will be a one-year term to fulfill Andy's 1 year left. John Davis, Jamie Jalstead, Sam Kitzman, Lisa Samuelson, and Brody Warner. Jamie Jalstead will serve a 1 year term. So, congratulations. And after this meeting, we'll have a reorganization meeting. So, don't leave, please. So, moving on to my closing remarks. Like everybody's done a great job this year of thanking our exam drivers, coaches, all the members for all the volunteer help. With all these tournaments that we put on this year, it took a lot of help. It took a lot of volunteers, it took a lot of hours to get it to work. So I'd like to thank all those. I'd also like to give a big thank you to Kathy and Darlene for this meal that they provided us with tonight and for what they've done for us all year in our concession stands. It's been awesome. I'd like to thank all of our coaches, volunteer coaches that have helped, parents, anything like that. That's how this program has been established. Like I was looking at it back, this program started in 1985. When this program was started, we're sitting here on 39 years, guys. So it started by volunteers, and we're still doing a lot of it by volunteers. So thank you for all that. Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting? I have a motion by Jeff Jensen. I have a second by Matt Peterson. All in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Drive safe. Maybe just pick up your little bit of trash that you have on your table and throw it away. And good.
Really? It'll be done under the camera. You can see what you're doing. Hi. Is this live?
Yes, it is.
I got in front of it. So weird.
What are you gonna do? You guys make me so sad.
You have the right to take one.
You have to record it?
You know the name, so just okay. Thank you. Where are you going? Where are you guys
Hello? Are you staying here?
We have to go better.
I don't know.
What?
She don't have nothing to say.
What? You gotta go home with Dad. Go find your dad. What?
You want me to leave that disappointed at the seat for now, and then
we'll do.
Okay.
Okay. I'll come
Find
back
Dad.
later.
Bye.
Yeah, because they close their cleaning and closing and stuff like that.
I gotta use the
I'll be back before then. Okay.
Dad,
Let's get you guys home.
You were talking or Santa thing. Because I did not do it. That's one thing at that level.
Thank you.
Yep. So we'll just do it right here so it's in front of the camera. Do that, everything. We have the building until 9. Okay. I'm just curious how.
I'm gonna give it a rest of your shirt. Huh?
No, it's just to reorganize and then we'll set our next meeting.
I know, right?
You know,
Oh, that was like me this year going here. Thank you. No, maybe.
What's going on?
Well, we'll get everybody and then we can have a reorganization. Nominate the president, vice president, secretary. So set our meeting dates when we want to have a meeting dates.
Okay.
And then that's it.
What do you say, president?
Nope. Anybody can nominate anybody.
I want you to be the president. So am I the one here?
Nope.
Okay. Gotcha. Technically, Joker.
Yeah, and we all got one.
So you want
Yeah, we all got 1 year left.
Okay.
We just
Can we grab a table? Can we just grab one of those tables?
We can grab that circle table, Pat, if you want to do that.
it's gonna take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
When you stand in a circle.
you want to just
Yeah, I can just write right here. That's fine.
Cole forgot his stuff. Last one out of the locker room.
Should we see if Lisa's gonna make it back?
She run home or what?
She gotta go to the hospital.
What? Oh, got called in.
Yeah.
Well, fine. I mean,
Okay. I don't. Yeah, we can.
you can text her.
I just texted her. I said you're gonna make it back.
Yeah, well, if you would bend over and pick some stuff up quickly. I can't.
Great speech, Brody.
Thanks.
I like that. Very, you put your heart into it.
I'm not a public speaker. It's easier to just read it.
Yeah,
So, but.
Dad, have you seen any AirPods?
Who's yours?
No, they're Jen's. Lisa's just outside, so she'll be right in.
I haven't seen any.
Alright.
Can you track them?
Yeah, I told you before.
My kids last night walked in the room, there's a random cat in their room, they didn't open the window of the proper neighbor's cat.
They want my cat?
Did she say anything?
She's right outside. She'll be right in.
Do I have time to go to the
Yep.
bathroom real quick? I've been dancing for.
Hey Sam, through the summer, what are our, do we still have monthly meetings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Just luckily once a month.
Yeah.
She didn't golf this year, did she? Start my car. That's pretty cool outside.
It's pretty cool.
I like it.
Yep.
And they got everything cleaned up really fast.
Yeah, they're really good at that.
Should we grab a round table?
Why don't we just sit at a table?
Live stream, remember?
Oh, I forgot that we did that. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, you lost it? Is it right over there?
Keegan was looking for it.
Oh, it's not right there on that floor? The old white thing? No. Oh, never mind.
Well, congratulations everyone. So now what we do is we call another meeting, I do, to reorganize for president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. So at this time, I'll call this meeting to order at 8:22. Do I have any nominations for?
I'll go John.
A nomination for John.
I'll nominate you.
Another nomination. F. Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? I have a motion to cease or to cast a ballot on this. Or to go for a roll call is what I'll call it, or a roll call.
A motion.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. So, Sam will start with calling names and yes.
Who are we going for, though?
Do we say the name?
Yeah, say the name, who you're
Okay.
voting for.
I'll go John. What do I call?
Call
Lisa?
Okay, Sam.
Brody? Oh,
I'll say myself.
I'll say Pat.
Say John.
Say John. Myself. Okay, motion carries. John is the winner, president of the club.
so just a quick question. Do I have to call since I'm writing this down? I've never been the treasurer or the secretary before. So do I make the call?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I will
yes.
do that. Okay. Well, I've never done it before.
Do I have a motion for vice president?
I'll put that.
I have a motion for Pat for vice president. Jamie. Jamie. I have a motion for Jamie. Okay. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? We'll move on. Do I have a motion to move on to roll call? Yes. I have a motion by John. Do I have a second? A second. I have a second by Jamie. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
So I start with myself? Or-
You can start, most time how we've done it on the school board, you just don't start with yourself,
Okay,
start with somebody.
Lisa? Pat?
And do we have to go over the job description though? Or are we
No.
supposed to say what the job description?
Vice president.
So in the bylaws though, it says, no, I know, but I was just saying.
You want us to read it, you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying, it says take over everything,
Yeah.
the meetings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Brody?
Pat.
Jamie?
Oh.
Yeah, it was Jamie.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we got two Jamies now. And I thank you, JJ, because Jamie Junker, Jamie Johnson.
I'll go myself.
Jamie Junker.
I know, I'm writing this
Oh,
down.
okay, you're good.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll go Jamie this time.
Okay, motion is Jamie, is the winner. So moving on next to, secretary.
Lisa.
You want Lisa to do it? Is that what
Yeah, I wanna, yeah. Nominate Lisa.
Any other nominations?
Sam.
Any other nominations? Any other? Do I have a motion to move on to voting? I have a motion by John, do I have a second? Motion by Amy Johnson. We're gonna have to go with Nick.
We're probably the same initials too.
Yeah.
No.
Is that
Like
from
my
Junker
scribble
from
from
now on?
Yeah, but hey, that's
Jelly.
the life.
It's called the jelly.
There you go.
Sam? You call.
Oh yeah.
Because they're students.
All right, Lisa.
I nominate Sam. Or I nominate both Sam.
Pat.
I'm going Sam.
Brody.
Sam.
Jamie. Junker.
Hi, Sam.
Sam.
Jamie Johnson.
Sam.
John.
Lisa.
And I'm Lisa.
Okay, motion carries. Sam, you are the new secretary still. Treasurer.
I'll nominate Jamie Jellison.
You got a motion for Jamie?
Yep.
I make a motion for Lisa. Any other motions?
That's what I heard.
The thing is we do all of our stuff through Renee,
Yeah.
you know, so Any other nominations? Have a motion to move on to second. Have a motion by John. Have a second by Sam. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Lisa?
Lisa.
Lisa, you are the new treasurer?
First act of duty is getting rid of this check.
Okay, I got lots, I got actual lots.
So- Okay. Our next item of business is to decide when we want to have our monthly meetings. Summertime, most time is a lot easier, we can change it, when hockey season comes. Men's golf night is on Thursday. Women's on Wednesdays, so.
Rule those 2 days out.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. You guys do school board on Mondays.
What do you have Tuesdays?
How's Tuesdays?
School boards are normally on Mondays.
Yeah, I think we got Tuesday, Fridays usually out.
Yeah, you're not, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay, so
Tuesdays, we'll have to set our next meeting date, so we can get that posted on our,
we have to motion for Tuesdays.
well, let's just set it, then we'll make a motion.
Yep.
I mean, the 9th,
Do you wanna do the 9th?
we're gonna do the second Tuesdays of every month?
That's what we normally do, the second Tuesday. Second Tuesday,
5:30, good with that?
5:30?
Yeah, that'd be good. Second Tuesday of the month.
Yep, so the 9th at 5:30?
As far as my calendar says, I'm good.
I don't know, 5:30?
April 9th, 4:30? Yep.
So I want to spin my birthday. Yeah. Nailed it.
Do I have a, motion to approve our next meeting? A motion by Brody, have a second by John. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. The last thing now is motion to adjourn this meeting. Because that's all, then now after we're realigned, we can, our first meeting, we can decide, if we wanna start forming committees,
So how do we come up with the agenda for the next meeting? We'll give it to Sam.
Yep. Yeah, so what we've always done in the past is kind of looked at, we got this on a spreadsheet already. You kind of just go through and it's pretty much you copy it every month, and if there's things that need to be added, Sam will send out and say, hey, here's the agenda, is there anything that needs to be added? And we email it back to her and we add it to the agenda.
And then, so just a quick, when I went in to go remove Andy from our mailing list, it asked me for a password and the phone number is years and years ago, so I had to request a new one, and that won't be up until the 29th. And so I won't be able to get you guys on there until like the 29th, so in a couple of days.
Sam, can I get all you guys' numbers on my phone?
Yeah, I can send like an email out or something like that.
So our very first meeting is just kind of gonna be like
Yep.
a retreat.
Yep. Yep.
And come together with all of your.
Won't there be like a review of the bylaws, and then I would need to sign at the bottom of the bylaws or anything
No.
like that?
The only time the bylaws, if we wanna go in and change them, and then we gotta send it to a lawyer draws it up, writes it out,
Correct.
and what it ends up, and, then it gets changed, but your annual meeting is when change, that's the contract.
Does the club have a lawyer?
At this time, we do not. I did talk to Johnson and Sundin and asked them if they would be interested, and they thought they could probably work that in. So,
To get that on an agenda for
yeah, that's what we can put on there too, on our agenda. So, do I have a motion to adjourn?
John second.
Any other discussion? Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
I think
So-
Aaron's supposed to get.
Aaron already turned everything over to Renee. It's already there. He dropped
So
it
I get
all
it.
off.
I get to go in and get it.
Yep.
sorted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, I have another check too.
Yeah.
Rental check.
And you have that financial person present every single meeting?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We'll keep these for 30 days in case somebody wants to invest for it. So I'll give these to the store.
Oh, yeah, Lisa, also I do have the wrap from the gun raffle. So I'll have to get that to you because then we'll have to have this from free.
We can put on a committee for the next meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get all
Yep,
that on there.
yep.
I'll go and, should I go and take Cole's certificate? Is anybody going down towards
Chris
the?
can get this. isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. So I'm gonna set this right next to his stuff there.
Oh, they're seeing.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
We got a toilet coat here.
Oh. Well, looks like I'm stuck with this computer that doesn't work. All right. You need help with anything, Scott?
No, I'm just grabbing my coat.
Okay.
Oh, Chris.